Okay, let's go ahead and get this meeting going here. And basically, again, I'm using Zoom, and we're going to take the next step in the autoresponders and the GetResponse and the next step that you'll want to go through as you set up your campaign. So let me share my screen, and we'll go ahead and get started. And you will be able to see here in a second, hopefully. You'll be able to see my screen. And we will go to email marketing. And okay, here we are. And this, I'm sure, looks familiar to you a little bit. But what I've done is I have gone over and clicked on email marketing. And then you've got the contacts, then email marketing, and a newsletter. And the newsletter, basically, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to construct a newsletter or a email broadcast, however you want to put that, for to send to subscribers. And if you've gotten this in an email, then you're one of the subscribers that you will see how this is set up. And if you're going to build a business, this is going to be important to you. So we're going to create a newsletter, and I'm going to click on it right there. And it'll bring up, and I'm going to select the drag and drop email editor. And it gives me a frame, and I'm going to list this as well, let's see. I believe I will call this learning basics tools. The subject is how to, let's do that right. How to create a newsletter. Now, here's one of the keys that you really want to pay attention to if you want decent emailing prospects and getting your emails to them. I have private domains, and this is one of those private domains. I have several, but this is one of them. And this is the from email that the person at the other end will see. And this is also going to be the reply to email. So if they want to get in touch with me, if you want to get in touch with me and you reply to this email, this is where it would go. And then I would get back to you. Okay. Now, I do want to change this from the 4% affiliate. And I actually wanted to name another, but we're going to go here, and I'm going to go to, that is going to be the list that I'm going to send these people to. Although in most cases, this type of an email, there's not going to be a link to click on. So you're not going to really have a person respond in the sense that they'll click and put their information in and it'll go on the list. So I'll click that and we'll save it and go to the next step. And while we're waiting for that to happen, as you can see, it's coming up. And as you can see here, it's taking you through the steps that you're going to go through. Okay, and these are pre-made templates. Here's one, for example, Super Bowl, big game, My Valentine. If you're coming up with, especially if you're marketing something, these are great. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to click on this Start from Scratch. and it's going to have a video in it. So I'm going to click on this template. As you can see. And if you watch the first video I did on the GetResponse tutorial, then you're going to kind of see how this whole thing comes together. But I get rid of that because there is a subject already in here, so I don't really want that. Then I get rid of this. This is the text that I will replace that text. Now, normally I would have already done this, but since I'm doing this kind of on the fly for you, I will do it this way. I will go ahead and click on that, and I have some different pictures here of me doing videos. However, I actually want to use a snapshot of the video that that I'm going to be putting in this email. So I'm going to go to my channel, and here is my channel. I'm going to open this video. I'm going to pause it because I'm not really, hang on a minute, let it get to it. Okay. That's where I want to pause it. I'm going to take a screenshot of it. And then it's going to be on my desktop. Then I'll go back to my email marketing and I will upload that file. Yeah, I'm doing this so you can really see what the process are. But of course, the thing you really actually want to do is start back at your finished product. And this is the one that I just did. And I'll open it. And as soon as it opens up, we will go ahead and use this as the image. You'll see the image there. Now, one of the things I want to do is that because everybody figures this is a video, they're going to want to click on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here and I'm going to click on that link. Now over here on my other monitor, I do have the Facebook URL for that. Come back over here, place it in, okay. Now, this is actually live. So when you or anybody else is looking at it and they will and say it's in the newsletter, they can click on it. It will actually take them to the video and they will see the video. Okay, we've got that. So now we'll go down here. And I want to put in some text, and I'm going to make this really very brief. So if you'll bear with me that I'm not looking at you through the camera, you'll understand that I'm not too bad at typing, but I kind of do most of the time want to look to make sure that I'm typing it correctly, okay? So here we go. So anyway, just take a look. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the way I want to start out. Lauren, AKA Moses here. Here is the first video covering the basics of how to set up an auto responder. I am using the GetResponse service, as that is the one I use. However, there are a number of good ones there that work very similar to GetResponse. If you would like to start a free trial with GetResponse, here is the link. Okay, now I'm going to make that live here in a moment. In other words, it will be clickable. If you like, oops, if you like, now you know why I have to look to make sure how I type things out. Also, respond to this reply makes more sense here. Reply to this email. I will let you know when the next video is coming out. Till then, best of luck. Moses and PS, check out my hub at HTTPS. Moses Global. And then I like to move them to the side so that, and you go up here and you see this, you can move it right, left, center. I prefer them over on the edge because they load better when they go out as an email or a newsletter. Now, we can test it, and I will test it, but let me just show you the next couple of real quick steps here, and then we'll go on. The next step, this is where I select the list of where I'm going to send them and to who I'm going to send this to. So I'm going to send them to my older list, and these are ones that have done in the past and were invited to the challenge, but they've been on my list for a while, and I'm just communicating with them and giving them hopefully helpful information just like I'm giving to you. Hopefully that you can use it for and help you be successful. That's the bottom line. So let's take the next step, do that, and this is going to bring us to, I'm not going to run this preview. It's kind of interesting that it has that high a spam score. I'm not really quite sure why. I suppose I really don't know why. Anyway, so we're going to schedule it. I'll click the schedule. And you go here and you can see the calendar. This is done on February 4th. I'm going to send this out so that it goes out on Thursday the 7th. I'm going to set a time at 9 o'clock. Click done. Then click schedule. And we're done at this point. So once again, very briefly, that's how you set up a list and do a newsletter on GetResponse. If you have any questions of what you've seen, let me know. We will address them in a future video. So thank you very much. And as always, this is Lauren. aka Moses, pulling for your success.